彼らの理想郷がなんという。
これうちの看板。
Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World, episode 2 was so good. I was died from laughter. I was crying, okay? When the teachers went maniacal and were blowing up the village because they couldn't stop themselves, I was dying. When Megumin convinced her teacher that the cat's a fragment of her soul, I was dying. When Megumin tried and force her classmates to kill a buddy, I was dying. And when that poor girl's restaurant mascot's head fell off, I was dying. And the last part is when we found out that the gargoyles is because the main principal of the school took up gargoyle petrification as garden gnomes. I lost it. This episode was just incredible. I absolutely loved everything about this episode, and I just had such a good time watching it. And when I think about how to follow up episode 1, that was so good. This was just this is it. This is what Konosuba is. This had me belly laughing, of aching, of just crying of laughter. This episode hit everything I wanted. And if it also introduced Megumin's cat, which she tried to sell off as her familiar, which her classmates totally bought it when she said that was her familiar. They're like, we thought that was something only in witches had in fairy tales. She's like, no, this is my familiar. Oh, and let me not even forget the part where they come across the dude in the hole, who we find out is just a glorified stalker. And he gets all creepy about explaining how he was trying to capture the girl in the hole. I'm telling you, this episode just beat after it, just hit everything. This was just such a good episode. This is that excellent writing of Konosuba that I've come to know and love, and it's why Konosuba remains one of those anime that I rewatch pretty frequently. I think I've said it in the last episode. I usually rewatch it at least a couple of times a year. I'll rewatch it, and sometimes I'll even watch everything, including all the OVAs and the movie and everything else too. And this will just be one more thing on top of it, because it feels like an extension of Konosuba. It feels like something that maybe you start with this and then you go into the series, the main series. But this episode hit everything that I wanted from storytelling, showed Yunyun and showed Megumin. Another day in school. It showed how Yunyun got, she got a dagger. It showed how Megumin constantly was the one to initiate games between her and Yunyun. Another time where Yunyun immediately just gave in and gave up because she didn't want to hurt Megumin on accident. Megumin tried to get her to play a knife game. And she was like, I don't want to. I'll give you my money. I'll give you my lunch. And the gaslighting is just insane between her and between Yunyun. And then when Yunyun got recruited into another class party, for their little adventure thing, Megumi felt like she was pissed. All of it, it's just everything's over the top and everything hit. And, it's just such a pleasure to watch overall. With what actually happened in this episode, so it really was the sister, Megumi's little sister, finding the cat, her saving her from her sister and her saving the cat from her sister and her family, the cat actually being an integral part of the story and part of her. Then we have the school part of it. Then we have the classmates killing small animals to get their levels up. Then we had the monster attacks. Found out that the reason is because all the adults have been keeping some gargoyles as just like garden statues essentially. Then they break out. They destroy the village and the gargoyles, and then basically the episode ends. But overall, easy, almost 10 out of 10. Honestly, I would give this 10 out of 10 just because I enjoyed it that much. I think this was an incredible episode, incredibly funny. It hit all the beats that I wanted to hit, and I just can't wait for more. Very last thing I'll say is the ED. Also, I listened to the whole ED. The animation, the cool, unique style there is just super duper amazing, and the music is such a effing bop. I was just like, yeah, let's go. I hadn't listened to the ED, or I don't even know if it played on episode 1, but the ED is super super duper solid. So, overall, amazing episode. Can't wait to see more. Let me know what you guys thought about episode 2 in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.